Hello and welcome back to Fire Gaming Project on YouTube. So in this video, I'm just going to do a quick update on my AR-58 account review. Basically, it's almost been a year now, and I've been playing this game since patch 1.1 or the end of 1.0. I actually missed the first Venti banner. So just to summarize different aspects of my game for you guys. So overall, I have every single character that is in the game. I went and collected them all. I did get Venti on his rerun, okay? So I have all the 5 stars available, and I have all the 4 stars available. All of my 4 stars are C6, except for the 3 starter characters, such as Amber, Kaya, and Lisa, okay? Because we all know they are only available on the standard banner and have never been rated up on regular limited banners, the special banners. They also appear through regular cycles on the Paimon shop. So I don't wish on the standard banner that often, but we do accumulate those free acquaint fates from events and from the Paimon shop, so do use them, and eventually you will get some constellations and or you will get some other 5-star weapons or characters as well. So it's still useful, but definitely not as intriguing as the special banners, of course. So character-wise, I have them all. So moving forward, will I continue collecting them all, like in Pokemon? I will see. Right now, yes. Foreseeably, yes. But we will see, and if not, then I will let you guys know in my videos, updates, of course. Okay, so moving forward, from that perspective, about weapons. So I'm gonna go to my weapons screen. Here we are. Oh, here. Oops, sorry. So here we are. So in terms of 5-star weapons, I will just say this. In the early game, I only had the one Wolf Greystone, and I never even leveled it up because I did not like Claymore users' gameplay. I didn't even have Diluc. I had other, like, I focused on one-handed sword users. I didn't even like bow users, okay? I focused on one-handed sword users and catalyst users and pole arm users. But in the beginning, early game, for those of you who remember, there was only Shangling and then later Zhongli. We only had 2 pole arm users. So it's been quite an ordeal since then, and the game has evolved. And I did not pull on weapon banners early on, so in a way I was able to save that way. Later on, as I guess MiHoYo was smart and they've learned as well, they made more attractive and appealing weapons throughout the game. And for those of you who started from the very beginning, the first weapon banner included Amos bow, and many people had said it was useless because Ganyu was not around at that point. And that was agreeable. It was kind of useful, okay, maybe for Amber, maybe, but anyway. So then they made a character for that, right? So then it's like one of the OP weapons. It's her best in slot weapon, Ganyu. So yeah, if you want to check out my discussion of 5-star weapons and whether or not you should refine them, I do go through the history of each one of mine and how I got them, etc. So do check out my other video. Thank you. So here, I'm just more about talking about all the weapons I've accumulated. As you can see, only recently, this kind of is a summary of that video, but only recently did I start to refine these extra copies of certain weapons. And my rule is that if you really don't need them anymore, or don't foresee other characters wanting them, or maybe that you're gonna go for other weapons, or if you have 4-star weapons that are alternative options, then you don't need to keep them separately. But definitely, if you don't have enough weapons, let's say in your inventory, or you don't normally pull on the weapon banners, which I agree you shouldn't because it's very risky, then you should actually just probably split them out and not refine them so that more than one character can benefit from those upgraded stats, right? Because regardless, they're still 5-star, they have higher base stats, and they have usually better passives at the end of the day. So that's why. But anyway, so yeah, I only did that. So as you can see, I've recently been able to do that. I've been going for the newer weapons. I do like the fate point system. However, it is still not to our advantage because they don't roll over to the next banner after the banners go away, unfortunately, unlike in other situations. So yeah, and then in addition, do I recommend continuing to pull on the weapon banner? Only if the weapon really interests you. My other rule for weapon banners is that personal rule, is that I don't prefer to roll on weapon banners that have weapons that are specific for one character only. I mean, I can let it go if it's like maybe 2 or 3 or multiple characters that can benefit from that weapon. But if only one character can use it, I don't go for it usually. That's just my general rule. So that's why my Kazuha does not have his Freedom Sworn. I gave him the Blackcliff Longsword instead. Okay, it's fine, right? Because he can group up enemies, and for the weaker enemies, he can definitely kill them and proc the passive. So then, yeah, that's fine. and when yeah, so like kill them fast, I mean, right? Because you have a time limit there. So then, just as an example, um, yeah, and then like I was lucky with the Homa. Again, I discussed my history of each one of these. So I will just say, play the events, all right? Collect those free R5 weapons. As we know in this patch, we're gonna get two. We got the catch coming up. I'm standing outside the fishing spot waiting for them to respawn, to get the final one here. And then we definitely have the luxurious Sea Lord Claymore coming soon, and that one will be an event for the Liyue region once Kokomi releases during her section of this patch. And that's probably going to be a decent 4-star Claymore as well, right? I did end up getting the Unforged, fortunately, it is still the third best Claymore. So I'm not going to level this right now. I started a little bit and then I decided not to bother putting more resources here because none of my Claymore users need it right now, so we're good. Um, yeah, so I was lucky I only got one of them, thank God. So, and then there are definitely very good, viable 4-star options for various characters out here, as you can see. I mean, I'm just giving, Yanfei my Solar Pearl, but it was previously on both Klee and Ningguang when I was maining them, right? And then, yeah, you just go with what is suitable for each character. You may not always get the best in slot weapon for them, but at least they have something usable that's maybe their second or third best in slot. That's okay too, right? So anyway, so that's basically my review of my weapons in a nutshell. Sorry, I spent a little bit too long there. Eventually, as you continue farming the artifact dungeons and as you get into the late game, you will be able to have access to more and more types of 5-star artifacts. Not all of them are going to have good substats. A lot of them are copium pieces that you're just going to hold on forever and never use. So I'm trying my best to, fodder them as well, but you never know, right? And sometimes there are some good looking pieces, then you try to roll on them and then the wrong substats get increased. We've all been there, right? So it is what it is. In terms of let's see what else is there. In terms of like gadgets and stuff, well, these are really most of them are not that useful anymore after the events are done, but they're just kind of like mementos to have after the events are done. So with the fishing thing, I got all the regional fishing rods as well, just as a completionary sake. Eventually, as you do more and more of the fishing, you'll just get them all unlocked anyways. Serenity Pot, make sure that you create all the sets to get all the free Primo Gems and the bonus items from all the characters. I'm pretty sure they're going to be updating this again soon, probably in the future patches, to include more Inazuma character like sets and such. I can only imagine because they're only starting Inazuma now, right? And have dialogue for them inside the Serenity Pod, etc., right? And rewards, etc. So I can see the future being better because right now this farming situation is not the greatest. I'm pretty sure many of you agree with me. The fishing is okay, but the farming is not the greatest. I hope that they improve it. It's very mediocre. And yeah, and then like what else is there? So I would just recommend just make sure that you get all of your Anemoculus and your Geoculuses and your Electroculuses. I still have a ways to go in Inazuma. I haven't fully explored the 2 new islands yet, but then they're permanent content, so I don't have to rush. Unlike the 1.6 update Midsummer Island Adventure, where those islands disappeared afterwards. So that one I had to really try my best to get everything, and I felt that I got at least, if not 99 or 100%, then at least 98%, and I'm okay with that. Maybe the leftover pieces were just the money, but I got all the event items there. So make sure you guys always do the events to get everything to the fullest. If you guys do wish on banners, you will get a bunch of star glitter and star dust. From there, I do recommend going for the Black Cliff series of weapons. You'll notice that I do have all 5 types now. I actually only recently on this patch started collecting the agate one. I'm not planning to level this up yet, and we all know that you can only get 3 refines per 1 cycle of the refinement shop, and then afterwards it'll switch to the Royal series and then come back to the Black Cliff. I'm only collecting it just in case that maybe a future Catalyst user may want it. For example, as we know from the Archon quests, the last 2.0 and 2.1, Yai Miko is likely going to become a playable character in the future. She was also on the Chinese live stream early on in 1.6 preview or 1.5 as well, I forget. And so we are expecting her to come. We do not know what her kit will be. I don't know what she needs, but I just thought, well, maybe I just want to get some extra catalyst options for her. With that being said, I may pull on her weapon banner because they're probably going to design a specific weapon for her, and that's okay. And that is one of the reasons why I refined my third available Lost Prayer into this one here to give to Klee. you know. So I mean, I do have some sentiments for my Klee because she's my first limited banner 5-star character that I got. I got her early on with the free gems that we got. I got Jean as my first standard banner character, actually from the Noel banner. So those were my first original ones. So yeah. Anyway, that's my AR-58 update. Otherwise, what else is there? Oh, in terms of Spiral Abyss, I'm not a mega whale or anything like that, but I do invest in the game and into my account. So what do? I do my daily routines. I do check out my video. But when it comes to the Spiral Abyss, the highest I've ever gotten is 34. And only a few patches ago was I able to even clear the Spiral Abyss to 12-3. Now, just so we're clear, I'm pretty sure that I could have cleared them in earlier patches, but it's because I didn't fully invest in my characters. When I say invest, I mean like talents and min-maxing their artifacts and all that stuff. I'm still doing that now to this day. And I will probably share those in future videos, like with each character, and how I use them, etc., and how I think they are okay. But then there are definitely other players with their preferences out there. I don't. There's no right or wrong way to play this game. This game is however you want it to be, and you, of course, you will like whichever characters you like, right, and whichever weapons and playstyle. So I would just say that I don't feel disappointed in myself that I can't 36-star the Spiral Abyss. There are players out there that are using the free-to-play team to 36-star the Abyss, and I give them mad props, okay? They figured out strategies of where to go, they can dodge everything. I'm a very hack and slash type of player, so I kind of just like take all the damage to my face, basically. Thank God for Zhongli's shield, etc. So that's just how I am. Am I sad that I can't get 36? No, because it's just the minor one, like little bit of like 50 gems and maybe 25,000 Mora that you're missing. Like it's not a big deal. Every patch, it's not a big deal. Because you still get all the other rewards from completing 12-3, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, so that's my update. If you guys like this content or if you have any suggestions or questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Please like the video, please hit the notification bell for future videos, and please subscribe to my channel. And now that my mic is fixed, this video will replace the previous version of this video, as well as I will be adding more and more content discussing Genshin Impact. And moving forward, I will be also expanding to play other games as well. So please stay tuned. Thank you.